Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second bowl of Serial Podcast. We're your hosts. I'm David, your local gamer and actor.
I'm Jonathan, your local 3D printer, web developer, and 3D artist.
And we're two brothers who talk about television, movie, and gaming, and whatever rattles our cage.
And this week, we're actually coming back from a Makers Fair in Orlando, Florida.
Yup.
Yeah, so this last weekend, I believe, we went. So this is the week of Thursday, November 13th, is today when we're recording.
Yep.
So last weekend on Saturday, it was a 2 day event, but it was a Makers Fair.
Hmm.
It was basically an event where a bunch of creators came together and set up events, booths, food. I mean, I guess I don't know how many creators really did food booths. I think most of those were just straight up vendors.
Yeah, mainly like trucks and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Like there were some interesting like gimmicks to the food, but I don't know that they were like experimenting. I think it was like an established business. Right.
Yeah.
Like I'm specifically thinking of the shaved ice machine, right?
Yeah, with the gigantic hamster wheel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So well, like what it looked like was like a kind of like old-timey Western, but also steampunk at the same time, right?
Hmm.
Like I think before they start the machine, they blow like some of those like train whistle type things.
Yep.
Like it reminded me of something that Doc would have made in Back to the Future, part three. I think. Yeah, like when he was
Yeah.
stuck in the
In the
past.
mid, yeah.
But yeah, it was like yeah. So they put a bunch of like a block of frozen ice in this container, and then they would have the customer run on this giant wooden hamster wheel to actually shave the ice, and then it would go down like a manual conveyor belt, and they would put their
Mhm.
flavoring.
Yep. And then I can't stop thinking about the barrels of soda with all those bees.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Tell me about that. Because yeah,
Yeah.
we got one of those refill cups for that, so we were
Yep.
there a lot.
We're able to get unlimited free refills. It was a $20 mug, sure,
Yeah.
but it was
Hmm.
split in between ourselves.
Hmm.
And there was like what, like seven different flavors. And you could
Yeah.
tell it was good because the bees were all
The
over it. There was
bees
literally
were
like,
buzzing.
yep, there was like 100 of them or something. They were
Yeah.
going
Like. Mhm.
inside the nozzles and everything.
Yeah. Supposedly that's supposed to be like the sign of high quality. I don't know. I don't even
Like
know high
like
quality, but like
sugar, like
yeah,
it's
sugar sweetness, maybe just like if the fact that
natural.
it yeah, something like that. Because like when you see flies around something, you're like, ugh. But bees, I think
Yeah,
bees are supposed to be more of like,
you'll never see
yeah,
bees around garbage.
yeah, that's true. You
You'll
don't
see
see
them
bees
around
around garbage,
flowers.
right? They're very hoity-toity in that way.
Yep.
Bees,
Yeah, and
maybe. Mhm,
you'd
mhm.
really think that the bees were part of the attraction of the soda.
Yeah,
But yeah,
there was a
you,
lot of bees around
you
that area,
saw them.
but
Yeah.
none of them stung anybody that I like. Nobody like I didn't hear anybody getting stung, right?
No, as long as you were calm about it, the bees would just keep focusing on the soda. They would
Mhm.
not give you mind at all. But it
Yeah,
seems as though there was an issue at some point, and then
that's true.
someone,
Yeah,
yeah,
someone complained, maybe I don't know, but yeah, there was like some people with like foam and they sprayed down some of the
yeah,
bees, but just at the bottom, not at the on the sodas.
yeah.
Um,
Someone should make that a real gimmick. Drinking with the bees.
yeah, drinking with
Uh,
the maybe Jerry Seinfeld can get involved.
Yup.
Mhm.
Uh,
Um,
but yeah, let's also talk about the actual like makers
yeah,
of
talking a lot about the soda,
yeah.
not about the makers. Yeah, well, actually, there was somebody was who was like they had a bunch of like small scale beehives, right? Like on glass panes. That kind of like we
Yeah.
thought it was part of that, but it wasn't because they were in completely
Yeah,
separate
no.
buildings.
Yep. It was like hot honey or raw honey.
Yeah, it was wrong. I don't think it was hot honey. I
Yeah.
don't think like bees produce hot honey naturally.
If you
Um,
give them spicy flowers,
yeah,
like
yeah,
pepper
yeah.
flowers, I don't know. You never know.
No, it's my understanding that if you give like if you feed it, maybe I think it's honey, but or sorry, I think it's bees, but I think also like ants. You give them like a colored sugar,
Hmm.
like like a Kool-Aid powder or something. The byproduct takes on that color. In the case of ants, they don't really have a byproduct that we eat or anything, but
Yeah.
I like their bellies, like as they expand, it becomes more and
Yeah, their
more like a color.
thorax.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thorax, I think. And but yeah, with honey, I think the actual honey comes out in a different color. Maybe not as vibrant, but yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta look that up.
I'm sure it breaks some sort of OSHA violations and why we don't see it that
Maybe,
often.
yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, you never want
Mm,
like red number five or whatever in your
yeah.
bees. It's probably what's killing
Mhm.
them out, right? That was
Yep.
probably what's killing them. It's just a bunch of bees hopped up on red number five
Mm.
and orange 20.
Uh, and then I think next to that stand there was like
Mhm.
a penguin board game.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah. Let me see if I can. Yeah, talk about that while I look for the
Yeah, it
name
was
so we
like
can give
a
them a shout
board
out.
game that like
Mhm.
had a bunch of penguin scientists, not like scientists who were penguins, scientists who studied
That would have
penguins.
been cool. Yeah,
That
yeah.
could have been cool.
Supposedly they were real scientists, right?
Those scientists should have had penguin sonos and
Yeah.
had those be on their cards. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm. So
yeah,
it's a board
you
game
remember the
called
name?
Waddle Waddle. It says a
Waddle
game by
Waddle.
Darren Humphrey.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm guessing Darren Humphrey's who we talked with.
that
But
makes
yeah, no, he seemed
sense.
very nice. Yeah, it gave us a good explanation of the board game. It's like similar to Ticket to Ride, but also has some Spirit Island mechanics with like
Yeah.
events going on. And then there's actual some of the cards are based off of actual scientists. I don't know how the licensing works there, but I
Who can
imagine,
copyright a scientist, a penguin
yeah,
scientist?
psh, that belongs to the world.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah. Then what else was around
Oh
there?
well,
I
yeah.
know
That we
like
talked to that one man near the end. I think Mark the Maker or something like that. He also came up with a card game, right? It wasn't it started as a board game, but then like he pivoted more towards a card game. Do you remember that?
which one?
He had the family. Like at first, when we walked up to them, it was just the
The
mom.
mother? Yes. Okay,
Yeah, the
yes.
mother, and then the
Like at
baby.
the very end of the convention.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me
Yeah,
see.
he
Do
had
you?
like an
Mhm.
icebreaker game.
Yeah,
Was it called Icebreaker or was it
I
something
think it
else?
was. Hold on, I have his card.
It also has an app now. They do have an app.
Yeah, that's true. They had an app you could play, but yeah, it was very similar to what was yeah, not categories, but there
Yeah.
was another one. Apples to apples? No.
No, not apples to apples. Man, it's been a
Yeah,
while since I played apples to apples.
yeah, but he did a lot of like word kind of games, right? It was
Yeah.
um like name all these states. Oh yeah, it's like the first person who
Yeah.
doesn't who repeats a country with like the letter P or something has
Or
to
it
say a
takes too
fact.
long.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
takes too long.
Yeah. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, yeah, good game.
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to revisiting that maybe in the future.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
who was that one 3D printer guy that you were excited to see? He was like
Oh
the
yeah,
had that
3D printing
gigantic
nerd.
Galactus guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the 3D printing nerd. Yeah, big follower of his on YouTube and Instagram. Yeah, he made this gigantic 3D printed Galactus. Now, we're gonna have a lot of these images on our Instagram and I guess our Reddits and whatever other accounts we have.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I still need to send you those pics.
Yeah.
But yeah, 3D printing nerd was there. Really cool guy.
Hmm.
He's probably one of the videos that one of the series that I was looking at most when I first started 3D printing.
Hmm.
Definitely learned a lot of tips from him.
Yeah.
Let's see who. Oh, wait, there was a lot of like high school teams doing
The robot matches.
there were various types of robot matches, right? Because like they
Yeah.
had the like algorithm type where they had just the robots like basically like Roombas, but they had to be very specific Roombas. like picking
Yeah.
up a very weird object and then placing it in a very specific place.
Yep.
So they had to be, versatile enough to do that.
Yep. And then there were also robot death battles.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Of all sizes too. I mean, we
Yep.
only like. I guess they didn't really. At least not that we saw. They didn't have like full on large scale fighting robots, but they
But
were there. They were just more for
yeah.
display.
Yeah, they were pretty huge. Huger than I
Yeah.
initially
Right.
thought they could be.
Like yeah, we saw this one guy who had this like it was like a squarish kind of box, but it was probably around
Yeah.
like 4 by I guess yeah maybe 4 by 4 feet. And then it had like giant arms with weapons on it.
Yeah, like axes.
Yeah, yeah. One was an
Yeah.
axe, yeah, like a battle axe. The other one like, maybe
Yep.
was a hammer. Here we
Maybe.
go. It's Century Prototype Co.
Ah.
Oh no, no, sorry, that's one of the sponsors.
Ah.
No, yeah. Let's see. What is yeah, because it says that they debuted. Oh, okay. Well, the name of it is Armageddon, and they were in they were at the Las Vegas Battle Bots.
The
Yeah.
Las Vegas battle bots. That was that. Ah.
Oh, I guess it's just called Armageddon. Yeah, the whole team also. Yeah, it's called
Ah.
Armageddon. Maybe because of the arms. I guess right. That makes sense.
Yeah, did a lot of different sizes. I think there was also ones with like Lego ones.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There was also Lego robots too. Oh, a lot of Lego like displays of people
Oh
making
yeah.
like conveyor belts or like giants like active dioramas.
Yeah. There was a lot of those. And, like gigantic castles. There was that
Yeah,
one
yep.
rotating castle that was pretty cool. What
Mhm.
else? Uh,
There were we saw that one robot arm. Remember that was it wasn't working
Oh
at the time because
yeah.
the vacuum was broken. Yeah, it was cool
Yeah.
talking to that guy.
Playing checkers.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah. Supposedly it would beat you in checkers, right?
yeah. Yeah. I forgot if it was gonna did he say if it was gonna be playing by itself or like would you be able to like control it from
Well,
the
oh,
computer? I forgot.
yo, yeah, he said there were both configurations where you could program a specific G code so that it just goes through an order of operations, or I think yeah, like they had it so they said that they can interface with like cameras, right? So then it could actually use machine learning to then do that. But then you could also just hook it up to, I mean, I don't know if a joystick directly, but like something that you would use to just manually control, like a keyboard or something.
Yeah.
You probably could use a joystick of sorts, right? Like some kind of
I think I could have beat that robot.
yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see. There was also the drone courses. There were a few drone courses.
Yeah.
They were small though. They were more like for children.
Yeah.
They were intense and they were
There were like
like
hoops floating
yeah, little
around.
hoops you just fly through.
Yeah.
The drones themselves were probably about like maybe 2 or 3 inches long. Maybe a bit more, right? Like with the
Um,
propellers and everything.
Yeah. I think for the most part, it was like there were two in the beginning. I don't remember
Mm.
if there another one. I feel like there, it's not that I was
Huh.
thinking of drones. I was thinking of like the robots that were also just like
Mm.
going around, like people were controlling robots
Yeah,
on
that's true.
board.
Yeah, there were a good amount of robots. I mean, like yeah, like mobile.
Yeah, some of them based on like the Star Wars. There was that
Yeah, yeah, the
one robot
droids.
dog.
Yeah, yeah, we had one of those Boston Dynamics dog bots with
Yeah,
the quad leg things, and
yeah,
yeah, there was somebody inside of a droid costume, but I think they were
yeah,
moving it with I think it had I'm guessing motors in it because it didn't look like they were just walking.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
Flintstone style,
and then
but
there was that one dang it, I just the Ghostbusters one.
yeah, yeah,
Those
the
guys.
Ghostbuster stand. Oh man, yeah, I think
Yeah,
it was some kind of charity, or
yeah.
yeah, children's benefit. Starlight, there we go, Starlight Children's
Starlight.
Foundation.
That's what that
Yeah,
was.
yeah, they had a lot of Ghostbusters props and statues, figures. It's really
They're
cool.
Yep, they had pretty good costumes, and I think they had like
Yeah.
a create a ghost section.
Yeah. I
That was
remember
pretty
that.
cool.
We didn't.
Yeah.
He pointed at like he wanted us to do it, and then we completely forgot to do it.
Yeah, the guy was just so fun to talk to.
He was, yeah, good group of guys it seems.
Yeah.
And yeah, they had like a little hologram of a ghost at the top, the Slimer
Oh yeah.
specifically, right?
Yep.
They had their proton packs on. It was all like movable and very high quality.
Yeah.
There was also electric kart racing, right? So like people built electric
Ah.
karts, and there was like an outdoor track where you would just see them all compete. It was like a tournament style. So I think there were three races throughout the day.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah. We only
yeah,
got to see like part of one of them too, like at the
yeah.
very end.
I mean, I would imagine, and maybe this is just because it's me, but unless I was driving it or I knew someone who was driving it, ultimately that didn't look like just seeing
Hmm.
them, or like as long as you see all of the carts once, right? You see
Yeah.
what the ideas are. Yeah, I'm not interested in necessarily seeing who won. Like I'd probably be interested in figuring out who did win. I want to know that, but maybe that's more because I want to compete next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I gotta come up with something good. Maybe like a Mach 5, and then actually
Yeah.
put buzz saws in it so I could.
You could maybe do one of like the models from the Dexter. Remember that they had the Speed Racer parody
Oh yeah,
episode.
yeah, I remember that. And the dad
Yeah.
was speaking all stilted. No, son, I will
Yep.
not let you go into the race. But father, I must go into the race.
Okay, fine. You can go into the race, and I will help you do it.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh, if only for your dear departed daughter. And Didi, Dad, I'm
Dad,
right
I'm right
here.
here.
Yeah, I can still hear her voice now.
uh,
Oh, that was crazy, man. I can't believe the dad
yeah.
just pretended his daughter was dead the whole episode.
Just for the sake of the bit.
Yeah. And then yeah, and she was both Racer X and not Chim Chim, but the little boy.
The boy, yeah.
Yeah, she did both the
Yeah,
boys. That's
she
funny.
did both of them.
Uh,
So
but
funny.
yeah, that could be it. That's
Uh,
gonna be my next
yeah.
yeah.
You could be the one with the monkey in the car.
I will have a monkey. It'll be
Uh,
monkey powered.
the monkey will also be electric.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was Maker Fair. Any other anything else that you wanna yeah, and any other like events or oh, there were the knights. Remember the fighting
Yeah, I
knights?
remember the
Yep,
nights.
there was like they were pretty good at fighting, like actually like
Yeah.
using because they were using real weapons, like real swords.
Yeah, there was like one match that was like fencing kind of, and then I was
Hmm.
like, oh, all right. And then the next match was literally full on
Yeah,
old
just
knight armor suits.
broadswords. Yeah, they had
Yep.
their
And the
full suits.
actual sword and shield.
Yeah, it was yeah, it was like fenced off or not fenced off. Yeah,
It
it
was
was like
like it was like
a
a circle net.
yeah
Almost.
net, and then inside of the net there was like a circle of I want to say benches of some sort that
Yeah.
like acted like just a bounce.
Yeah. I think it was like just a wooden fence.
Yeah,
Like,
I guess. Yeah.
yeah. That was also pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. What else can we talk about the fair?
Ah, we saw the tiny fighting robots, right? We didn't talk about the tiny fighting robots.
The tiny,
Like,
like not the
no,
the
no,
ones
because
in
yeah, we
the
talked about full on battle bots, but there was also like these were actually fighting during the convention or during the fair.
yeah, those
Um,
ones. Yeah.
yeah, they had these big acrylic box cages, and then they would like put in two of these like tiny, maybe like 6 inch robots in there, and then they would like run around really fast and slam into each other.
Yeah. And there was
That was
like a
pretty cool.
corner that you can knock them into that if they did and they couldn't get out, then
Mm.
they won. So it's good to know that even if you lose your weapons, there's still kind of a way you can win.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's always a thing. I think sometimes it's just,
Yeah.
at least in the full on battle bots, it's until um, one of the contestants is immobilized or maybe one gives up.
Yeah.
But I think it's specifically immobilized. So if like even if the weapons still work, if it can't like move in a controlled manner, then it won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll consider it dead.
Remember when we were kids, you had that like computer game that was like basically robot
Ah, yeah,
fighting?
yeah, Battle Arena 2. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've looked it up. I think a year or two ago. There's like actually an online community of people who have heavily modded the game.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like a full-on competitive scene now. Um, I haven't like I didn't really because like, it was very complicated to get back into that. Like that's how much
Yeah.
they developed it because it's gone beyond just like
Like putting wheels and
yeah, they've added so much things, and it's it's they it's like a public work, right? It's like a community project, so it's obviously not as like the UI isn't as polished. So
hmm.
that's obviously unless you already know what you're doing, might not be the most inviting thing. But maybe I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. Probably look at like videos of gameplay. I remember there were like 16 robots fighting at once.
Yeah,
Those would be
man,
fun to play in.
yeah. Uh, well, yeah.
All right. Well, that was Maker's Fest. It was a great time.
hmm Maker's Fair
And
or Maker
Maker's
Fair.
Fair.
Yeah,
Maker
Maker
Fair.
Fair
Yeah.
2025 in Orlando,
Yep.
Florida.
Yeah, we should definitely go again next year. You
Yeah.
said you
Mhm.
want to you want to do a stand, right?
Yeah, something. Either, selling the 3D printed toys that I make, figure statues, or maybe build a full robot itself, right? Like I have the Robodexa 2000 model that I'm working on. I have the big
Yeah.
guy in Rusty, the big guy model. I
Yeah.
also have the Megas XLR one that I'm almost done with.
Ah.
Hey, remember
Did you
Megas
ever
XLR?
yeah, did you ever finish with that one 3D statue of Brock and 21 fighting?
No, that wasn't a statue. That was an animated one.
Oh, it was an animated one? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. I made an animation, but yeah, it was just
Uh,
the story elements or the story blocking. I
uh,
was making a 21 action figure though. I don't know
all
if I showed you that one.
I don't think so. But yeah, we'll
Okay.
definitely go back to that later.
Yeah. I still got a few chunks to finish. But for
Mm-hmm.
this week, the main focus of the episode is going to be the Mario universe, as in Nintendo's Mario.
Not the other Mario, not your
Yeah.
next door neighbor Mario.
Nope. No, not Mario Vitelli.
Nope.
Not uh, Mario, some pizza guy that you know in your neighborhood. No, no, talking
Nope.
about Mario
And Luigi
and
Mario.
Luigi. Specifically, though, Paper Mario in the Thousand Year Door.
Yeah.
But right before we talk about that, I just saw the new trailer for the Mario Galaxy movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've seen it too,
Oh,
right?
I did see it. I
Okay.
didn't, I wasn't
Uh
sure if you did, but there was a direct for it. It was like seven
huh.
minutes long.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, kind
And
of. All right. All right.
it was
Let's
the
get into it.
trail.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Yes. Okay.
No, you
So,
go first. Yeah.
yeah,
So
but
what
yeah,
was the direct about?
the direct was essentially them revealing the trailer, them revealing the voice actors for the two new characters,
Okay, I was gonna ask.
Rosalina
I
and
haven't.
Bowser
Yeah,
Jr.
yeah. Who's Bowser? Is not. It's not Koopa Kid, or I mean, again, it's always
Uh,
Bowser Jr. Right? Bowser Jr. is the one with the
yeah,
brush in Star Mario Sunshine.
yeah.
He
I
doesn't go by
think
Koopa Kid ever, right?
no, that was Koopa Kid was some other. Yeah,
Well, no, the
those guys were
one.
the
Yeah, yeah. It was a group of Koopa Kids, but
yeah.
Bowser Jr. wasn't one of the Koopa Kids, right?
No, he wasn't. He had a
Okay,
different design.
because in Brawl, you can either
Yeah.
choose Bowser Jr. or all the other Koopa Kids.
The not the Koopa Kids,
Oh,
they're called the
those aren't the Koopa Kids.
Koopalings.
Oh, who am I thinking of then?
The Koopa Kids are the ones from Mario Party, from like the early Mario parties.
What do they
Like
look like?
they kind of look like tiny Bowsers.
Oh,
They're like
huh.
red, green, and blue.
Wow, I barely even remember that.
Yeah. They
Hmm.
haven't been around in any other Nintendo media.
Huh.
It's
You
just
think
been the
with a name like
Koopalings ever
Koopa
since.
Kids, right? Koopa Kid
Yeah.
feels a lot more prevalent than
It
Bowser
does.
Jr.
Yeah. But yeah, the
Yeah,
Benny
voice actor.
Safadi or Safade,
Hmm. Okay.
is who's gonna be it. I honestly don't know too much of what he's been in other than I've heard Oppenheimer.
Okay. Okay. Here, let me look up the new voice.
Yeah.
Uh it says Benny Safi. Yeah, I'm not sure who Benny Safi is. Safi? Safdie?
Yeah.
Huh. All right, based on his picture. Yeah, I don't recognize him. Actually, he looks a little familiar. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I know him specifically from anything. Yeah, I see he was Edward Teller in Oppenheimer, Uncut Gems. He was a writer. Okay, so I wouldn't even The Curse, Trophy Hunter, Black Balloon. But yeah, okay. And then who was
Yep.
Rosalina, you said?
I didn't say. I'm trying to look for it. She was the one who played Captain Marvel.
Oh, Brie Larson? Brie Larson, is
Yes,
that okay?
her.
She was also in Community, right? As Abed, as like a love interest for Abed for a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, they played like extra scenes of both of them talking after the trailer,
Oh, okay.
where
I'll have
she
to watch that.
sounded honestly
Uh-huh.
very good. Like the first part of it, she
Okay.
sounded okay, but like the last line she had, she sounded very much like Rosalina, and that was like,
Nice.
okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, I can
Bowser,
definitely see her being a
yeah,
really good Rosalina.
and Bowser Jr. We even saw in like the actual trailer, Bowser
Hmm.
Jr.
Yeah.
talking as
Yeah, I didn't
well.
recognize the voice. It was a good voice though. I liked it.
Yeah, it's definitely not the voice we're used to in the games, where it's a lot
Right,
more
yeah.
like high pitched, squealy a little bit.
Yeah.
But it also kind of looks like a slightly older Bowser Jr. than in the
Mm.
games.
Yeah, and the design was definitely updated. It's got a lot more darker elements to
Yeah,
it. Mhm.
it was the form that he has in the Mario Wonder, which was
Oh, I don't think
crazy.
I've played that one.
Nah, I haven't played it either, but
Okay.
like it definitely has great like design and characteristics.
Mm.
And Bowser Jr. having that form, so we know. I
Uh-huh.
mean, it's the movie, so it could not be the Wonder Flower. They
Okay.
could make it like the paint that he had from like the Bowser's Fury. That
Mm,
looked kind
true,
of like
yeah.
how it was looking at. And then also speaking about Bowser, oh my gosh, tiny Bowser. He's
Oh
too
yeah, from the at the
tiny.
beginning of the trailer. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yup.
This is adorable.
Ah, I laughed so much at that scene.
So what do you
And
think? Do you
then
think he's actually trying to rehabilitate himself and is just cracking, or do you think he's just faking it?
I think he's faking, but also just enjoying what he can without
Yeah,
making it
yeah.
seem like he is. But
Right.
also,
Like
I
I'm
do
sure the
think he
paintings he
genuinely is
enjoys.
about. I do genuinely think he's happy with Luigi.
Oh yeah, that too.
Because
Yeah.
it definitely probably would have still been in the bird cage if it wasn't for Luigi.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah, they
so
gave him like a
funny.
whole mini castle and everything. That was pretty
Yep.
generous.
Yeah. It's so funny because considering the way Bowser treats Luigi and like
Hmm.
all other Mario media,
Yeah.
basically just calling him Green Mario or Green Stash.
Yeah, yeah. He's usually
So
not like
nice seeing him be happy seeing
yeah.
Luigi. It's so heartwarming.
Uh,
Uh, but
yeah,
yeah,
and then
Jack Black.
Charlie. Oh, huh.
Oh yes, no, sorry, Jack Black is still playing him very
Oh
well.
yeah, yeah,
And then
definitely.
him singing the little Bowser theme while he's walking up the stairs was very on point.
I don't think I caught that. I'm gonna need to
Yeah,
rewatch
he
that.
was going like doo 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 doo, sipping the
Oh, that's what
soup.
I didn't
Yeah,
even notice that. That's what the
in the
okay. That's fine.
bonsai. Yeah, and then yeah.
Yeah, but Charlie Day is still killing it as Luigi. Yeah,
Yep.
he's you know who that is, right?
Oh yeah, we were watching
Yep,
the
Always
Always
Sunny.
Sunny
Yeah,
on the way
we
to make us fair, so like that's
yeah,
definitely been
three
the
hour
most I've
drive.
consumed about it. Definitely great show.
Such a
Been
good
loving
show.
it.
Hmm.
Yep.
So now, do you or do you not agree that the only voice actors for Wario and Waluigi could possibly be Danny DeVito and
Yep.
Dennis Reynolds?
It's the only thing that makes
Gotta be.
sense now.
Ah,
Uh, yeah, like I said, I've only watched so much of Always Sunny.
yeah,
Has dang it, now I'm blanking on the name right now. The Mario voice actor,
yeah. Charlie Day.
no, not
Oh,
Luigi,
oh,
Mario.
Mario. Yeah, Chris Pratt.
Forget Chris Pratt. Has he
Yep.
ever guest starred in Always
No,
Sunny?
I don't think so.
No. Oh well, now they have to do it at some point, and then
Now
bring
they
him back.
have to, right? Yeah.
They got it.
I'm surprised they haven't. because they had quite a few guest stars on Always Sunny.
Yeah, he
Mhm.
seems like the kind of guy that would make sense to be a guest star in that show.
Yeah, maybe someone from their high school that like
Yeah.
they're meeting back up with again.
Yep.
Uh,
And
but
then there
yeah, like
was
I think at this point you've seen what at least one or two seasons. Have you seen? No, is it two
I think
seasons?
at least one, if anything.
Yeah,
I don't know how
maybe
many
just
episodes. I
season.
think we
Yeah,
watched like maybe 10 episodes,
yeah,
maybe a little
yeah, it was a
more.
good amount.
It was a great.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, back to the trailer. There was
Mm-hmm.
so many Easter eggs of not
Yeah.
just Mario Galaxy, but like a
Okay.
whole bunch of other games.
Like what?
Like there was the Sand Kingdom, like from
Okay.
Mario Odyssey with the upside down floating pyramids. There was like
Oh,
a small
okay.
scene of Mario and Luigi driving motorcycles there.
Oh, I didn't notice
Uh,
that. I'm gonna have
there
to
was
watch that. Yeah.
Yep, and there was that one scene of Peach fighting a whole bunch of nindies, which are these like little
Hmm.
ninja guys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I
think
don't
I remember
remember
that.
where they originate from, but they've been making a lot more appearances
Okay.
in Mario games lately. And there was like a bunch of them. It was funny. Like I
Nice.
can't because I think there's like I forget from which game, but there's like a game mode where it's like you're being chased by 100 nindies.
Uh,
Probably a small reference to that. And then there was Rosalina herself. That was
yeah.
crazy.
Mhm. Very powerful. Very lore accurate.
Yep, seeing her just solo that one Mario Galaxy boss
Yeah,
without
yeah.
so much as breaking a sweat, just straight aura farming as the thing falls down to the ground right behind her.
Yeah, some good stuff. Some good
Yeah.
stuff. Really looking forward to that.
Yep.
But back to the
Coming.
main reason that we're here today.
Yes, of course. The other
Yeah.
Mario.
The other Mario, Paper Mario,
Yep.
Thousand Year Door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny thing is that I think I saw that they're actually doing a Black Friday sale for the remake.
Oh
I
yeah, I heard
think
about
it's
it.
like either 40 or $30. I think I'm
Hmm.
definitely gonna buy it because I actually have never played it before.
Really? What?
I've
I
definitely
mean, I
thought
have.
about buying it when I heard about the
Okay.
remake, but there's so many other games to get onto. But this is definitely
Hmm.
the pushing point of me buying the game and playing it. So go
Okay.
ahead, Mickey, tell me about it. What do I have to look forward to?
Yeah. So, Paper Mario originally started like it wasn't. So before Paper Mario, we had Mario RPG. That was the first time I believe that Mario the franchise or Super Mario the franchise had taken its game mechanics into the RPG stage. Right before it was mainly just platformers. I think Dr. Mario was also before this, so like a
Yeah.
Tetris type. There were puzzle games. I think there was
Hmm.
also some like those like the little kids spelling games, but for
Yeah.
the most part, it was just platformers, right?
Hmm.
Now, with Mario RPG, they kind of pivoted it into third person isometric. So they were looking at it like from the corner of the room, or for like from the top angle of a room down at the characters. Um,
Yeah.
but they weren't flat. They were all still 3D models, right? This was
Hmm.
still, it still felt like, maybe they were like chibi versions a little bit. It was
Yeah.
definitely a more stylized art style. But the characters were all still 3D. They were all, they had depth. It felt more like the game Diablo, right? Like, I mean, it was just
Hmm.
an RPG and more,
Yeah.
more like the Final Fantasies, specifically because it was developed by Square at the time, now Square Enix.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made the Mario RPG.
Yep.
But when they when Nintendo came back to the well and wanted to make another Mario RPG, they decided to go with Intelligent Systems because Square Enix, I believe, was working on Final Fantasy VII.
Hmm.
But Intelligent Systems and Nintendo ended up coming with a brand new idea, brand new world using Paper Mario, where everything is more or less like a little paper puppet. Like I don't know if you ever seen those shadow puppets. Like when I went to China, there was like theaters where you would they would show up little like they would put like a a
Yeah, like a
shadow.
rice paper, and then have
Yeah, I guess maybe rice paper. Yeah, probably
yeah,
rice paper. And then yeah, they just casted the shadows of their paper puppets to make a story.
yeah,
This one isn't so much for the shadows. This was just straight on paper, or yeah, the paper puppets. but it's told in the style of like a pop-up book almost, right? Like they
Yeah.
open up a book, a storybook,
Mm-hmm.
that supposedly the Paper Mario story, and then the set pieces pop up, but the set pieces are all on a stage as though it were being performed like a play.
Ah.
So that's like an interesting kind of two layers of of like
Hmm.
world building, where like it's a book, but then it's also a play. And like there's an audience, right? Like there's an audience
Yeah.
that's not playable, and they do offer mechanics for it, but there's an
Yeah.
audience of also pop-up characters. So
It's
that's
like
like,
all toads, right?
yeah,
And maybe
I
some
don't
other
think so. I think,
characters too.
yeah, sometimes I think there's like Koopa troopers in there, maybe
Ah.
bomb-oms. Because
Uh,
like a lot of the gameplay also, like it's not like strictly involved with the crowd, but it is a lot involved with the crowd. So the
mm,
way the gameplay works is that you have an attack phase, because it's turn-based, right? It's an RPG. So you have an
yeah.
attack phase where you could do either attack, use an item, use a special move, or use tactics, which like you could use to like run or to look up information or to do other things. And then as soon as you choose an attack or some action, there's usually it's followed by some kind of QTE or quick time event. Right, so
Yeah.
there'll be a little bar or a meter, or even just like a mashing buttons. And then depending on how well you do on that quick time event, you'll do more or less damage, or sometimes no damage, or sometimes a critical.
Ah. Yeah, I think they
Uh,
had similar mechanics in like the Mario and Luigi RPG series.
Yep, yeah. So I think
Yeah.
this is I think at least by the Thousand Year Door, they had really solidified the RPG aspect of Mario. So yeah, they branched out into other RPG stories that weren't paper, like the Mario and Luigi, the what Bowser's Inside Tale, what
Yeah,
were
the
the other
Inside
ones?
Story.
Inside Story, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were also
Uh,
really good. But yeah, all of them used they were based off of similar game mechanics to what they developed for the Paper Mario series.
yeah. So what kind of mechanics were outside of battling? Because I heard there were like
Yeah.
transformations of stuff.
Yeah.
What?
Well, all right. So, I mean, still in battle. So, yeah, specifically the crowd, right?
Yeah.
Um, in order to use like certain moves, they were like special moves, you had to have enough star power, right? Which you would either collect throughout. Well, you could collect star power, or rather stars, by
Mm.
completing each chapter of the game, and then they let you acquire more stars. But to actually use the stars, it's more of a gauge, right? So like when you get one star at the end of chapter one, now you have the ability to use up until level one attacks.
Ah.
But in order to actually get the power to use the attacks, the audience, right? So the
Mhm.
more stylish moves you do, the more criticals you hit, the better you are at the game. After every move, I think the crowd gets some kind of reaction, and then they'll give you stars,
Ah.
whether it be a little bit of stars, a lot of stars. I want to say they don't have booing or anything, but yeah, for the most part, are they do like three different things. They either generate stars so that you can use your special moves. They throw healing or damage items onto the stage, right? So they throw like mushrooms, or not stars, like rocks. I think if they throw out a rock at you, you can get hurt. But if they
Ah.
throw a mushroom, then you get healed. So that's always like a nice little surprise. And then there's also stage disruptions, right? So like sometimes one of the audience members like runs up on stage and then goes into the background, and then you see that like there's like a full like a stage backdrop, right? There's
Ah.
like the back of the stage a little bit where you see like some sand ropes and whatever. And like one of the things they'll do is they'll drop lights on you or drop sandbags or whatever.
Oh wow. I was literally gonna
Yeah.
ask, is there any time where they like just throw a toad up on the stage?
Yeah. I mean, they throw the head of a toad or a
They throw the
mushroom.
head. Oh, okay, the mushroom.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But that's just
It's
a
like,
healing item,
yeah.
gruesome as it may be.
Oh yeah, I've definitely never heard about that.
Yeah,
They
it's
can
pretty.
interact in the background. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that was in the Thousand Year Door. In the first Paper Mario, I believe it wasn't as involved. The
All
audience was still there, I think, but I don't think they had as much mechanics in this one.
right.
Yeah, that's kind of why I want to focus on a Thousand Year Door, because like they really just like Like, have you ever like if like oh yeah, so when I first played Kingdom Hearts 1, blew my mind. Great game.
Yeah.
Then years later, when I got Kingdom Hearts, really got the chance to play Kingdom Hearts 2, I was like, oh my goodness, they made this game so much better. Oh, this is such a beautiful game. And like, oh, it makes me want to play Kingdom Hearts 1. And then like as soon as I finished Kingdom Hearts 2, I picked up Kingdom Hearts 1 again. And like playing from the beginning of the game, going from
Yeah.
like end game Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora
Two.
power level and like his move sets going all the way
Yeah.
back down to the like yeah, because they really just ironed out that mechanic system
Yeah.
really well. Like it feels so good from one to two that going from two to one, it just feels so garbage. Like
It
even though the
feels
game itself is
it
amazing,
feels heavy, right?
yeah, it's like what am I doing here? Oh my god, I don't want
Everything's
to
taking
play.
forever.
Yeah.
Did you ever play the final mix version?
No, I don't think so.
Uh,
What was that one about? Or like how did that one work?
I mean, I know they made some like quality of life changes,
Okay.
like
Like now you have
putting
to eat
triangle
every
looking.
day or he dies.
Yeah, yeah, it has to be good quality food,
Yeah.
or else they'll
He
throw a
has to
toad at
sleep
you.
at night. He can't sleep if there are enemies around.
Uh, yeah, no, they just like added like some more battle mechanic stuff and
Oh, okay.
some like an extra final boss.
Ah, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. So I would say the first Paper Mario, as great as it was, and the story was also really nice. I don't know. I don't think it's. I don't think it's like as huge of a decline going from the first from like Thousand Year Door to the first one, but it was
Hmm.
definitely the kind of thing where I'm like, yeah, if you're gonna talk about either one, just talk about Thousand Year Door. Thousand Year Door
Yeah.
was like the pinnacle.
Like, are they like heavily connected, or is it just
No, no, no,
basically do they
independent
not
stories
reference
completely.
each other at all?
Yeah, I don't think so. No, no, the stories I
Ah,
believe are completely separate.
they're so
Uh,
isolated. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The characters are all different too, except for Mario
Yeah.
and Peach, Luigi. But yeah, your party members that you can have are different.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of them kind of have the same, similar enough power set, they're like dressed in a different, theme, so that it's, it feels different. But you're still like, oh, I still get the blowing up a wall
Hmm.
mechanic that I can do, or like sliding through a door. That being said, they do leverage that environment a lot. The fact that everything is made out of paper and everything is like a play and a setting.
Yeah.
Like we talked about how the audience plays into the games. Um, I don't think they really do much when you're outside of combat, right? Like I
Hmm.
think you don't even see them if you're outside of combat.
Ah.
Like you just see the stage as like a third person view. Like if you get all the way to the front edge of it, I think you just see like the edge of the stage, where it falls off. But
Like the curtains.
I don't even think you see curtains. You just see the edges of
Ah.
stages as though they were like they went onto the ends.
Ah.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, because like, yeah, that's an interesting thing. Like when you go from one area of the map to the other, right? Like you cross the entirety of a stage, but like you get to a door and then you go to the next one. Like the curtains close and then open up, and then you're in the other stage. But like it's still a stage, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if like in game. I mean, I would imagine in lore it's literally just him turning the page over, and then he just appears on the left side of the new stage. But whatever.
Ah.
But there are a lot of other like humor where like like wind blows the characters away because like they're made out of paper, or like
Yeah.
sliding through like very very thin gaps is easy because they're just paper, or like hiding in plain sight just by turning so that your thin side is
That gag.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then it's like there's a lot of really cool character designs, right? Because it's still the Mushroom Kingdom, but they also play into the whole like the paper puppet thing aspect of it.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Like
don't look like the default other like Mario enemies. Like not like the
yeah,
later ones. These ones
yeah,
have like
yeah.
whole new designs.
Right, yeah, they're very much like if you were to put them into like the 3D Mario games, the regular Mario, you'd have to, design them. You have to change the design a bit.
Yeah. Tell
I
us
think like
about them, why don't you?
yeah, so a few of the really cool ones. I think the first one of the first big bosses that you beat is like this dragon called like I think we're like Heliok. Either way,
Hmm.
it's this giant dragon that's like a puppet. It's like segmented. Um, it's red. It's Hooktail. There we go.
Ah.
Yeah, Hooktail, and then later on you fight his brother. So it's pretty dark in that first you just kill the main first one of them, and then yeah, and like you straight up kill them. You don't like it's not like oh it's revealed to be a costume for someone else or like oh you just knocked it out and like it stars. Like no you kill it. You open up its belly to save like a toad. I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Speaking of which, some of the characters from your party are also pretty. They have interesting lore. Not super deep, but like some of them are pretty dark. So
Like what?
going from like the very first party member that you encounter is Goombella. So
Hmm.
Goombella is a Goomba from the University of Goom. That's
The
Goom with an
University of
M,
Goo.
not Goom. For all you
Uh,
Goomers out there. Yeah, but she's like a university student. I think the first like one of the first Goombas that you talk to is a professor from the student or from the University of Goom. So he kind of introduces you to her student, and then she becomes your first party member. But mainly, like she's got basic attacks, but her main ability is that she can give you information about the enemy. So like their health points,
oh,
weaknesses, just general background about what kind of enemies they are.
yeah, I know that
Maybe what
kind
kind of
of move.
yeah. Then there's Coops, who's a cowardly Koopa, who's avenging the death of his father.
Oh.
Yeah, so like his father dies. I think it's on screen, maybe not. But his
Uh,
father dies, and like he's like teased by all the other Koopas because he's like
for
more
his dead
scared.
father.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, your
Oh.
dad is dead. Yeah. Can't believe you're traumatized by that. What a Koopa.
What a Koopa.
But yeah, so his thing is that he can throw his shell in order to grab things or to hit like a trigger, like a button or something, or open a gate.
Ah.
Yeah, like if there's like for some reason if you can't cross a distance, if there's like a spikes or like if there's just a pit in between. But yeah, it's pretty useful. But yeah, the whole death of his father thing was like they just kind of like I don't think it's played off like a joke, but it's definitely like darker than I'd expect from a Mario. Especially because I'd imagine, it probably wasn't Mario that killed his father, right? It probably wasn't Mario.
No,
But you
what are
have,
the chances that out of all the
yeah,
millions of Koopas Mario has stomped on that one of them was
hmm,
his father?
yeah. But I mean, yeah, I guess they're all like Mario is probably not the only enemy that Koopas face. That's just the only one that
Uh,
we see.
yeah, you probably toads out there that are brave enough to jump on a
That's
Koopa.
true. Yeah, maybe. Or just random enemies, right?
Yeah,
Just, wild
enemies,
animals.
Bowser troops fighting other Bowser troops.
Could be,
You
yeah.
think that
Power
happened?
struggles. Are there?
Ah,
Huh.
could be.
That could be interesting.
Yeah,
But
trouble in the Bowser Kingdom. That's almost seems unheard of. Bowser's such a great leader.
yeah, he's like the dark side
Yep. Mm.
of the Mario universe.
Yep.
If Dar well, I mean I was gonna say if Bowser had the Infinity Gauntlet, but that's Thanos.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm surprised they haven't done like I mean I guess a lot of the Mario games are about like collecting big stars, right? Like
Yeah.
it's still it's ultimately they are like they supposedly give you powers. Because like it's the star from the
Yeah.
but yeah, so like in this game, the main point is that Peach is given like a secret treasure map that she says like only the pure of heart can find the treasure or something like that. So she contacts Mario to come and help her, but before Mario gets there, she gets kidnapped by
Oh,
Exonauts, which are, I believe, a new race of characters. But like they're
so
like, I
not
think
Bowser.
hmm? Yeah, no. Bowser's in the game. He gets it like he has like a little mini story kind of in the background. Like every once in a while you get to play as Bowser doing his story.
Ah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's a nice little change in between like chapters, where you get to see what he's doing and what kind of other things are moving the plot forward. And he has his own move set. Let's see what else. Oh yeah. So the point is that he has to collect, I believe, 7 different stars across the kingdom, maybe 8 stars because there's 8 chapters.
Ah.
You have to collect the stars, and then once you collect all the stars, you can open up the 1,000 year door, which is supposedly like I don't think it's like I think the assumption is that there's a treasure behind it, but yeah, they just kind of say, oh, it's a 1,000 year door. It's gonna very powerful. So the exonauts are gonna come in and try to open the door themselves.
Ah.
So yeah, so you're kind of just competing to against them. They send a bunch of goons after you. One of the other party members is Madame Flurry, who is this big wind spirit. She's like a very dramatic
Ah.
actress, kind of trying to think of what kind of actress she would be, like a Liza Minnelli type, or
Hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe Liza Minnelli is decent, but either way, she's like lumpy space princess is very much not like her. Madame Flurry is more elegant and classy, I would say.
Ah. All
Yeah,
right.
but she's definitely similar in build, maybe. I don't know. She has
Yeah.
more hair, definitely, and
She
makeup.
seems almost like an opera singer, kind of.
Yeah. So yeah, so she can blow huge gusts of wind that can reveal, well, using the whole paper mechanic aspect of things, you can blow away like doors or something like that, or
Ah.
certain things. Or you can also use it to stun an enemy before you enter battle.
Ah.
Yep.
That's cool.
Then the next party member you come into is a baby Yoshi. So yeah, at
Ah.
one point you get an egg that you're supposed to take care of for a while, and then I think depending on how much time it takes you to get the egg to hatch, it chooses what kind of color the Yoshi is born. Yeah,
Ah.
yep. So yeah, you can get different colored Yoshi depending on different factors.
Does that change its stats at all, or is it
No,
always
it's just a color.
purely aesthetic? Okay.
Yeah, purely aesthetic. But you can also choose the name of the Yoshi. So
Oh.
yeah, you get to name the Yoshi, and then going forward, that's the name of the Yoshi in your party.
Does the Yoshi have a backstory in the game after being hatched, or does
Not
it get
at like what do
lower?
you mean? Like what happened in the egg?
Like, I don't know. Maybe it has a father to avenge as well.
Oh, that's true. I don't
Maybe.
remember. I don't think so.
Ah.
Not that I remember from the story. I think you just find the egg. It was guarded by I want to say Goombas, maybe Koopas.
Uh,
Either way, you find it on an island. I'm pretty sure.
ah.
And then eventually it hatches.
Ah, that's
But
cute.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it ate a twin in the egg.
Does it
Can
have?
eggs have twins?
I think there's like a very rare chance of two eggs coming out, two like chickens coming out of an egg. It could be possible for
Yeah.
Yoshi's.
I think I've seen eggs that like when you open them up and they have two yolks. So I imagine that's what it would.
Yeah,
But I've never seen like a hatching when like the two
yeah.
chickens come out of it or two chicks.
I imagine it's a rare, and they probably have a low rate of surviving. I'd imagine.
Probably, yeah. But yeah, so that Yoshi, I think he's probably one of the strongest characters in your party going forward.
Oh.
But yeah, you can also ride him as Mario, so you
Ah.
go a lot faster while you're moving,
Yeah.
and he can float. So if you need to cross a gap or something, and you're
Ah,
riding
the
on him,
flutter
yeah,
jump, right?
the flutter jump.
Uh,
Then there's Vivian. So one of the enemies or one of the groups of enemies that the Exonaut hire is a group of shadow sirens, is what they're called. They're like
hmm.
little purple ghosts that are also witches, maybe. Either way,
Uh,
one of them, the youngest one, it's three. There's like a fat one. There's like a crony old witch one, and then there's like a young one. So the young
ah,
one ends up switching sides because Mario is nice to her,
ah.
and I think he helps her with like some identity issues. I think Vivian is trans. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
pretty sure
heard
that's
about that.
right. Yeah, I think Vivian's is trans. So
Ah.
nice progressive character there. But yeah, she switches to Mario's team and she joins your party. Her power is that she can pull you into shadows. I think it's used like for hiding or to get from one like between like fences or something.
Ah.
Then there's Admiral Bobbery, who is in retired bomb admiral, and he joins the party after you save him. Also, he has a dead wife who, like
Ah.
Mario gives him a letter. I think somehow you get a letter from his wife and then you deliver to him. And that's how you
Uh,
convince him to take you to the island, I believe, where you get Yoshi, or no, the pirate island. But
uh,
yeah, so he can blow himself up, without dying. So yeah, he can use to destroy walls if there's a crack on them, or to use a trigger because you could toss him too.
ah.
Yeah.
So does he have like some sort of like a cooldown after he explodes, or could he just explode anytime he
I'm pretty
wants?
sure it's just I think it's a cooldown.
Ah.
Between I don't remember what's the mechanic in combat, but during but in non-combat, I'm pretty sure there's not like the only cooldown is him just walking back to where you are after he exploded. Then you can just
Ah.
immediately use him again. But during the battle, it might be like you can't use it for 1 or 2 turns.
Hmm.
Um,
I
mhm.
I wonder how that works in universe that he can explode but survive.
Yeah, I
Like if
imagine
the
it's just similar to like a Dragon Ball Z power up,
Uh,
where he just pushes all the air around him and uh,
like you see the fuse turn yellow and his eyes go
yeah,
blue.
yeah, yeah. His mustache becomes yellow.
Uh,
And then the last one we have, this one's an optional party member, but her name is Miss Mouse, and she's this little mouse head. Wow, I mean, she has feet and hands, but like she's basically just the head of a mouse as the
hmm.
full design for their body. But she also has like a little mask. And she's a
Ah.
cat burglar, even though mouse.
Ah.
But yeah, her like as a cat burglar, she goes around and like steals badges. But her, I think she owns a badge shop, which I'm guessing is where she sells the stolen badges. But yeah,
Ah.
so that's one of the mechanics of the Paper Mario game is upgrading your characters and like giving them custom abilities using these things called badges,
Ah.
which you can collect, yeah, during either at shops or as rewards for beating certain bosses or completing levels. But they'll give you additional stats or additional moves. Some of them will let you see your opponent's health bars. Some of them will let you, I think, like start with a move without having to spend a turn. Some of them let you do like spin jumps, I think. Some of
Mm.
them just increase your stats of certain attacks. But yeah, so badges are a big aspect of the game that you kind of collect them over time. In order to get Miss Mouse to join your party, you have to give her something called the Attack FX badge, which I remember the first time I played it, like I didn't read what the description was, but I'm like, I don't know if it's worth it to give her this badge if I can use it for myself. But then like you read it and it literally just adds a sound effects to one of your attacks. Yeah,
Ah.
it's not like something you really care about keeping. So yeah. But yeah, no, she's pretty good. She's a pretty fun character. She's very flirtatious, has a personality. But I think she also has a son who also works the bad shop with her. So
Ah.
she's like a mom.
Does the sun die?
Yeah. Well, the I would imagine the father, right?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. But no, yeah. I mean, let's see. Yeah. So there are 8 chapters in the whole game. We talked about the dragon. It's a pretty good first set piece, right? You get to storm a castle. There's a lot of little puzzles, and then you get to fight that big dragon. It's very animated. Very like the fact that they did the whole paper aspect of it definitely kept processing down, so it could go pretty crazy with like effects and things.
Ah,
Yeah, because like you
that's
don't have to
cool.
render like a 3D model, like it's just a flat image.
Ah.
Then the next chapter is the Great Boggly Tree. So you go inside of like this weird trippy forest. It's like an film negative, like where things are like black, but then also high contrast white. There's
Yeah.
like some neon colors sprinkled throughout. Yeah, it's really cool. You get to meet these things called peonies that are like tiny little bug balls or something like that, and they help you throughout the
Ah,
chapter. Then the next one, I think is my favorite chapter, is the Glitz and Glory, where you go to like this big battle arena, and it's like a massive coliseum, and everyone's like, oh, the
ah,
champions, and like you have to work your way up the ranks until you win the tournament. Yeah, so the name of the champion of the current champion was Rockhawk, and he was like a big buff eagle wrestler guy, right? I feel like I don't think he had there wasn't really any voice acting per se, but I feel like he had the personality of like a Macho Man, Randy Savage, and Hulk Hogan type
hmm.
mix.
Hmm. Yeah, it definitely gives off that vibe with his face.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But ultimately, the villains were. I think this is the first time we've seen them in a Mario game, but they were called the Exonauts. They were
Yeah.
a group of like aliens, I believe, from the moon. I don't know if they specifically gave us the backstory, but ultimately, like I said, they were trying to collect the stars so that they can open the Thousand Year Door. But it turns out that when they do, then there's not like a treasure or anything behind it, but rather there is I think a demon witch or something like that, like the
Ah,
spirit of previous. Either way, I think it was what like the oldest Siren sisters, the who was the real who was like pulling all the strings. Um, it was either her or a different type of ghost witch thing. But either way, yeah. So like the Exonauts were being manipulated the whole time because
ah,
they thought they were going to be able to unleash like a power that they could harness, but no, they just unleashed an ancient spirit, right? That was really like yeah, Beldum, I think is the name of the spirit. Yeah, the
ah,
Shadow Queen is what emerges, and it possesses Princess Peach. So then you get like this really cool like dark Princess Peach outfit. And I think you have to fight her. Then also Bowser comes, and there's a bunch of there's one more dragon, I believe, Bone Tail at the end.
ah.
So yeah, yeah. I don't know if it's supposed to be like it's like an optional boss. I think you can only like you can unlock the boss, but like you don't always have to fight it.
Hmm.
But yeah, yeah. I mean, that's more or less the story of the Thousand Year Door. I really enjoyed it. At least I remember when I played it. That was like years and years ago. It was really fun. Um, I remember also playing the first Paper Mario, but I don't remember if that was as. I mean, it definitely wasn't as good, but I don't remember if it was like as I I think it was still pretty fun. I think it was still pretty good.
Hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
remember it being like a disappointment or anything.
Yeah, and then I heard that the Paper Mario after that one was pretty good as well. I don't remember
Yeah, I'm looking
what
right now. It's
one.
a Super Paper Mario for the Wii.
Yeah, I heard that was good, and then
Okay.
all the other ones that came after were not.
Yeah. I heard the last one was okay though, right?
Yeah, the Origami King, was that the one?
Yeah, that was the one. I think so. That sounds correct.
Yeah.
But
And then
mhm.
there was also the one where on the 3DS where the Mario and Luigi RPG series crossed over with the Paper Mario series.
What?
Yup, there
What's
was a
that
game like that.
called? Do you know?
I don't remember exactly.
Man.
Maybe it was
Okay.
just Mario and Luigi, like the I don't know. Hold on. I know
Yeah.
that, but I know it exists.
Okay. But
Mm.
you sorry, so it's a crossover like based on a like was it like just like in the same way that they crossed over Sonic and Mario and like they just didn't really address it, or was it actually a plot?
I know like you play as all three of them at the same time.
Wait,
There is a plot of
what's
them
the third
together.
one?
Huh? Mario,
Oh,
Luigi,
Mario.
and
Uh-huh.
Paper Mario.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like three different franchises.
Oh no.
Like they were also gonna throw in like I don't know, what would be a third one?
Yeah.
I guess
Uh,
maybe just the 2D Mario, like the flat
yeah.
like the pixel ones. That would
Yeah.
be Mario Generations.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it was Mario and Luigi Paper Jam Bros.
Oh, that's
Mm.
a cool title, Paper
Yeah.
Jam.
Yeah. And then I remember like at the end, like Bowser
Uh-huh.
ends up wearing like the skin of paper Bowser in like an
Whoa.
origami way and he becomes big
Oh,
and
okay.
rainbow and terrifying.
Okay, that's not a like a Susanoo, like a Kurama Susanoo.
Yeah, no.
But no, at first I thought you meant it like how like a serial killer would wear the skin of the. I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, that
It
gets
seems like
really dark.
it. I'm sure people died
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Paper Mario.
I mean, if this little Koopa got his dad killed and the bomb mom had his wife killed, yeah, who knows?
Yep. Yeah, that was definitely one I wanted to play at some point. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
remember how well it went with like reviews wise, but I
Hmm,
just know it exists.
okay. Yeah, I'm sure it's out there waiting to be played.
Yep.
But yeah, so after Super Paper Mario, they also had Paper Mario Sticker Star and then Paper Mario Color Splash. I didn't play any of those either. The title
Yeah.
sound the Sticker Star sounds familiar. Color Splash not so much.
Yeah, I definitely heard that they very much strayed away from the original
Oh,
formula.
that's disappointing.
Yeah. But you know,
Yeah,
they came back with the remix of the original Paper Mario's,
that's
so
true. But
that's
like with the remixes, they don't like at least in this case, they didn't add content at all, right? Did they?
I don't know about the Thousand Year Door. I do know about Super Mario RPG. They did
Okay.
add like super boss forms of the original bosses. I know about
Okay.
that. And I think there was one more secret boss that was in the original that was like only for Japan, maybe. And maybe I'm
Hmm.
misremembering that and they put it in this one. But I know they have some in that. I don't know about the Thousand Year Door though. But, you know, I'll buy
Yeah,
it and then
yeah.
hey, maybe we could play it together and we could see.
Yeah, there we go.
You could tell me what's different.
Yeah. Yeah, they none of the Mario RPGs were ever two player, were they? I guess it
No,
wouldn't make sense for an RPG, right?
yeah,
RPGs don't really lend themselves to multiplayer, at least. It
unless
wouldn't
you're
make
like
too much.
fighting against each other, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because like you're still in both cases, you'd still be just waiting until the rest of your party members go, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, because if it was against each other, then it's more like a Pokemon, right?
yeah,
Pokemon battle.
yep. Who can
Hmm.
dodge and block the best, almost.
Yeah. Because like
Uh,
there's massive multiplayer RPGs, right? But those are
yeah,
different. Those aren't really turn-based. I mean, I
yeah,
guess
they're more like
there
real
are some
time.
turn. Yeah, most of them are real time, but some are turn-based.
Yeah.
And then you have card games like Runes, not RuneScape. What was the Blizzard one?
Hearthstone?
Hearthstone. Yeah.
Yeah,
Those are turn-based, but I don't know
yeah,
what the like the character progression is. I know there's not characters, it's like cards,
yeah.
but like can you upgrade your cards? Like do they have stats that can be modified or like because that would
Uh,
be weird for competitive, right?
yeah, I think you just buy more cards and hope you get some new cards or
Yeah,
more of the same good cards.
yeah, yeah. Uh,
Yeah. So let's see.
mhm.
Do you know what your like absolute favorite part of the game was? Do you remember?
I would say, yeah, probably the glitz and glory, or what was it called? The tournament arc. The yeah, where you're at the arena.
Do you
I
have
think
a
that's
favorite part
chapter
of that
three.
one?
Yeah, glitz and glory. Yeah, I mean, like I think to win it, you have to beat a whole tournament of like different. Um, they're not. I mean, they're boss battles, but like it's sometimes it's like just one or two enemies, and then multiple enemies, and
Hmm.
upgraded enemies, and then ultimately a boss battle.
Ah.
But like, yeah, I mean that's pretty fun. It was repetitive and maybe got a little too repetitive near the end.
Hmm.
But like there was enough story, like they definitely interplayed a lot with like the audience mechanics of like the arena. Because like in this case, even though yeah, what man, because like the arena also had an audience, but like all of it is already on a stage with an audience.
So were there like double audiences where there
Well,
was
you
an
couldn't see the
audience for the
audience in this
audience?
one. Yeah,
No?
because well, again, not again, but rather when you get into the combat phase, right? Like because outside of
Hmm.
combat, you don't see any audience members. When you're in
Yeah.
the combat phase is when you see the audience members. But in this one, there was only one layer of audience members, and it was the arena audience. So I don't know
Ah.
if in world it's like, is it the same audience or is it a second layer of audiences?
Ah. Yeah. All
Who
right.
knows?
Yep. We'll have to find out.
Yeah. But yeah, so if you like the show, please, like, subscribe, leave comments, share to your friends. Thanks again for joining us. We'll be back in a couple of weeks with a new show or game or product.
Yep. And do you want to plug anything else?
Yeah, sure. I guess still, yeah, my 3D printing shops on eBay and Etsy are Robot Monkey LLC, and our YouTube channels, David.
Yep. We've got the Second Bowl of Cereal YouTube channel. We've also got social medias on Reddit, on Instagram, and a few more, I'm sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks again, and have a second bowl of cereal on us.
See ya.